Listen, Stu, I promise you money safe and I'll not spend any of it. Alright, speak to you soon. Thanks a lot. Bye. Hiya there. Welcome to the Academy of Light. As you can see, the lads are training behind us. This is my first day as Sunderland manager. Please like and subscribe to the video and let's get amongst it. Hello again and welcome. I massively appreciate you taking the time to actually watching the videos, just to really set your expectation of what this is all going to be about. So this is a brand new YouTube channel. My name is Gary and I am going to play through a lot of Football Manager content, different challenges, different genres in terms of different countries, that type of thing, and just different ideas. Gonna have some fun with it. It's nothing serious, and yeah, hopefully it's something that you're gonna enjoy. If you do, please like and subscribe the video. Also, please leave a comment if you don't mind. It ultimately helps with the YouTube algorithm to be able to get it around there. But yeah, that would help massively. As you can probably tell, if you've watched the promo, if you've watched the beginning of the video, which if you got to this point you probably have. I'm doing a save based on me being the Sunderland manager. Massive Sunderland fan, season ticket holder, and yeah, it's something that by doing this channel, it was always something that I was going to do. It was always going to be Sunderland. It was always going to be that way. It's the easiest, not necessarily the easiest thing, but it's a team that I know, and I can talk quite a lot about. And being brand new to this type of thing, it's probably a good idea for me to be able to start off by being a team that I actually physically know. We will move on eventually to other things. I have got a lot of ideas moving forward. But if you guys want to see something, if you want to see me doing anything or anything like that, please let me know. Again, in the comments, just let me know. And any feedback that you've got would be massively appreciated. Okay. So guys, as you can see, we're starting off. The aim of this is that we're going to start off as a fan, myself, being put into a manager's job role. Now, as a fan, you wouldn't necessarily have the coaching qualifications of a said manager, would you? Or experience. I mean, unless you are physically an ex-player or something like that. But the majority of us aren't physically that. So therefore, what I wanted to try and do is be the manager of the team, however, have little experience and no coaching qualifications whatsoever. I don't know how hard it's going to be because I've never done this before. I don't know if any of you have done it or anything like that, but I'm not too sure how hard it's going to be or what the expectation is going to be like, particularly around the players. The players are probably not going to want to listen to me whatsoever, potentially like most of you. But if you've gotten this far, then you obviously do, so that's good. But no, yeah, so the players might not want to listen to me. Again, I might not be able to motivate them in the right way, so that's going to be a bit of a struggle. There's a lot of different things that potentially might completely go wrong. I might say something wrong to the players themselves. I think a lot of this is going to be built around the relationship between the manager and the players itself, which is where we're going to probably struggle quite a lot. So moving forward, what we want to try and do is get the manager to get myself to have as many qualifications, well, not qualifications, stats in the mental side of things as possible. I can easily get coaches to sit around me and do the training. I can easily allocate those guys to specific areas of training where they are experts at that. Then therefore, I'm not really affecting training other than planning it. So that's the way forward for that type of thing. In terms of the actual mental side of things, what you can see is what I've done is I've tried to allocate points to specific areas that I think would require a manager to be able to develop a little bit further in that. Player knowledge, although I am a fan, I haven't really put the player knowledge in there. However, we know that we know about it. I don't really know how that affects a manager themselves. Does that affect what they can see with attribute masking on? Potentially. I'm not too sure. But we've gone with adaptability because I'm going to have to be adaptable in the situations of talking to the players. Determined to do well for the club, massively. Man management, I want to be able to have myself as a good man manager themselves. So that's just a given, and motivating has got to be something that we're going to be a part of. As you can see as well, I've got my tracksuit on. There it is. Oh, wrong side. Look at that. There it is. From the lads. Give that a kiss. And yeah, we'll see. Let's just see how we get on. Okay, so in the boardroom. Never been in this room before. Been in the stadium loads of times, but haven't physically been in this room before. Yeah, eyebrows will have been. I mean, look at that. Eyebrows have been raised in the world of football. There would be, wouldn't there? Can you imagine if Man United? I mean, obviously, I know Ollie is technically a fan, but can you imagine if Man United just pulled some random off the street because he had a Man United shirt on and said, "Okay, you do the job, you crack on and get that done." Absolute madness, absolute madness. But that's what we've done. That's what this is about. This is what we've done. So they've given us quite a decent deal. I mean, it is a 1-year contract. I mean, if it was me, it would be 3 to 4 months, really, wouldn't it? Really, you'd be expecting that. And to be earning £3,800 per week, £50. Just give him £50 a week. See what he does with that. Okay, so now, as you can see, for expectations, there's always going to be a club vision. Sunderland is well known for playing attacking football. Well, they were, not anymore, but they were, and that is the thing that we're going to ingrain in this team. We are going to play attacking football. We are going to play possession-based football whilst attacking at the same time. But the main focal point will be attacking. If we need to go direct to do that attack, then we certainly will do. We need to be able to manipulate the teams that we're playing into understanding that they're going to get battered, basically. Develop players using the club's youth system, that's a given as well. Suddenly they've got a Category 1 youth academy in place in real life, so I would expect that the game would reflect on that, and hopefully we get some nice little gems coming through. Some little gems to be able to just sprinkle about the first team, sprinkle a couple of gems around. There's a couple of little gems for you, and yeah, we'll see if we get those in place. They expect promotion by winning the league. I expect that as well. If you didn't win the league as a Sunderland manager, then yeah. Last season was understandable, I think, to a degree. Jack Ross had a lot to deal with when he came in, but for me, my job is there's a squad there to be able to win this league. We're going to see the squad in a minute, but there's no doubt in my mind that some of the players that we've got already are going to be key figures in this road to winning League One. I never thought I'd ever say that as a Sunderland fan. The road to winning League One. Anyway, so first of all, one of the main things that we need to have a little look at is just to see what the team think. Let's have a look and see what the team think. Now, from what I can see, that's not great. That's not a good start. We knew straight away, as I was saying before, that the player's opinion of me is going to be really bad. I'm not going to really have very many players that want me to be at the club. The relationship side of things is going to be very hard for me to be able to get over, and straight away you can see that the team cohesion's absolutely shot to bits. I'm not too sure why, because it's not as if that team itself, although there has been some players that have been moved into it, it's not as if that team doesn't know each other, which is, yeah, that's a little bit surprising to myself, because that's not necessarily anything to do with me. So we need to get them to play together. We need to get them playing games, understanding the formation that they're going to play when we build that. But yeah, that's quite surprising. It's like they've all got drunk and forgot who each other is. Yeah, that's quite strange. The atmosphere is very poor. I'm not surprised. Off the back of losing twice at Wembley, I'd be a bit pissed off. There's no players that are unhappy, which is good. 2 players at the club, both in the first team, who are considered to be very happy. I'd like to see who that is. And there's many contrasting personalities throughout the club, which I do feel was a bit of an issue when Phil Parkinson took over, and he had to deal with something. And I think that's the same sort of thing that we're going to be doing. We might have to mould the squad in a way so that there are some players that are moved out based on the fact of their own personalities and attributes as well. And finally, the killer is managerial support. So as you can see, your reputation is quite low in relation to your players. You're not saying. Yeah, that's not really great. We go in here, we can see where the key players are, where the key team leaders are. See Ledbeater's in there, McGeady's a team leader, McLaughlin's a highly influenced, McLaughlin's a highly influential player. So we've got a good basis there. Let's just see. One of the main team leaders, Aidan McGeady, is well established within the squad, which we're aware of. He has been with the group for a long time, which is true. Yeah. And him and Grant Ledbeater are currently happy at the club. That's good. That's good. I like how it's also got the fact that there's an option to be able to potentially bring someone else in. Like you see at the bottom here, it says Jedinak and Darren Fletcher would be good to come into the club. Nah, not for me. They're too old. I'm not about oldies. Probably good ideas, but nah, they're too old for me. So, let's see. Ooh. Yeah. That's not great. So, 17 of those players oppose me already. That's straight away. That's hard. That's gonna be a hard battle to actually get over. But hopefully we can. By making the changes that we potentially need to, and just by playing games and showing that we are tactically aware, although we haven't got those coaching badges. I think I'm going to have to go to the board straight away and ask for a coaching badge. So shall we see if we can do that? Let's see. We need your presence training right now. Okay, we'll try again at another point. So we can't get a coaching badge at this point. I'll bet you any money if I try and give a coaching badge, they're like, yeah, no problem, there you go. Let him have it. But no. Okay, let's have a look at the squad. So, squad-wise. As you can see, the squad is quite beefy in terms of the amount of players that we've actually physically got in there. I like to play with a condensed squad. So, some of these guys that you see in front of us potentially could be on the way out. I'm not looking to aim to actually sign anybody. If that does happen, then it'll be a minute amount of players. We might look to bring 1 or 2 in. Depends on how I'm going to play. Depends on the system. But it also depends on availability and if the price is right. But my main focus is actually getting this squad to win this league. There's a lot of talent in the squad itself, as you can see by, if you know any of the players when you look down that list, you'll understand that there's some talent specifically for this level. There's a lot of talent for this level. So we don't really need to make many changes. There's a couple of places where we probably need some cover, but apart from that, we don't really need to make any changes. I think for me, looking down that list, there's 1, 2, 3, 4 real key players that are going to be part of my team, just by looking at that straight away. The first of those is
Ted looking to urge Sunderland on from midfield. Connolly. This is Ledbeater. Oh, Ledbeater! Sunderland have turned it round with another spectacular. They are heading back to the top.
What a move and what a goal. This is absolutely special from the youngster. It's It's a magnificent strike, but just watch the build-up play as well. When Connolly picks this up, he pops it into him there, and he says, go on, have one touch and then strike it. Don't worry about that. I'm going to do that. Look at him. He just stops his ball with his right foot, slices up the goal, and bang. Look at the bend and the turn on the ball. It's going past Balkowski. He can't do anything about it. What a brilliant strike. And doesn't he celebrate it well? 2-1.
Grant Ledbetter. He's the captain. He's going to be my captain. He's 33. He came to the club January last year, and it was a little bit of a marquee signing for me. I think he was brought in, and everybody was very happy with that. He dropped down in wages. I mean, it says he's on £12,000 a week here, but he dropped down in wages to come to the club from Middlesbrough. He's a local lad. He's brilliant leader, brilliant penalty taker, and just all round a decent player. I think I'm going to give him his last season, this season itself. So give him a year, play him quite a lot, and yeah, we'll give Grant the farewell and send off that he physically deserves. I'll tell you a funny story about Grant Ledbetter. When I was 9, I played for my school football team for team was called Houston Juniors, and the main team. Well, I was obviously the backup goalkeeper because I was only 9. But the main team were playing in a tournament in Manchester, so all the year 4s had to play at Grant Ledbetter's school. Well, he was a couple of years older than me, so he was playing, and we got beat 9-0, and I got lobbed from the halfway line 3 times by him. Twat. The second player for me that's going to be key to the way I play this season is going to be
Oviedo, who crosses in again, looking for the header! Oh! The winner! He's headed the winner for Sunderland in the 96th minute. Sunderland 2, Charlton 1. Lyndon
Gooch. I am going to look to play probably 4-3-2-1 with wingers, potentially a winger and an inside forward. I'm not too sure as to how it's going to set up as of yet, but I do want to play with one up front, with wide men, 3 in the middle, and a strong defensive base. So we will look to do that. But with Gooch himself, playing out on that wide position, the acceleration is a key thing for me. Lyndon Gooch is very good at dribbling, as you can see as well. So with the acceleration and the dribbling itself, it's going to help with him gliding past wing-backs, defenders, or any form of play and running with the ball. So he's going to be key for me. So yeah, Lyndon Gooch is definitely going to be a player that I would say is going to help us progress through the League One campaign. So the next player that's going to be key for me for this save itself, and someone who's actually been really key for Sunderland in the past 18 months is the King. That's what his nickname. We'll change that. We've got to put a bit of a nickname in there for Chris. He is the King. He's been fantastic for Sunderland. He's came and scored goals and popped up at brilliant times to be able to get Sunderland close. But I mean, they were very close in two sections last season. Very close in two times. Going to Wembley twice and losing both times is very unlucky. Maguire was key to last season in all competitions, and he will be for my team. When you look at Ledbetter, he's very good at penalty taking, but also so is Maguire. So we've got very lot of strength in the set piece areas, along with his free kick taking. So Maguire's going to be very key to me, not only because of his ability on the ball, his flair, the technique that he's got, the work rate is very good. He's a very good player for this level, and Chris will definitely be key for me. The final player that I think is going to be key for my save this season is going to be. Charlie Wyke. Charlie Wyke is going to be my main focal point. He's going to be the man through the middle. Playing 4-5-1 basically. I always feel that there's a need for a target man there. When you're wanting to mix it up, when passing the ball and possession based isn't really great, having a man who can hold the ball up, get the ball to feet, play it out, is very key in that area, especially when you've got two wide men who are very creative, very fast. They can dribble. They've got the vision. And they've got their own ability to be able to score their own goals and make their own way. That's perfectly well. At the same time, when you also play with wing backs, that's what I'm looking to do. Play with wing backs. They will be getting crosses into the box, and Charlie Wyke is going to be perfect for that. So we've got him set, and he's going to be a target man. We've got him down here with 16 of strength for holding the ball up. He's very strong against defenders. Perfect for me. He's got good heading, so he's going to be able to get up amongst it and get those goals with his head. But at the same time, he's still quite good at finishing, and he's got good composure. So I think for me, Charlie Wyke is going to be very key to the way I want to play this season. Guys, if there's anybody else on that list that you think I've missed out, then please leave a comment. Let me know who you think's going to be the top goal scorer, who's gonna be the best hot prospect out of those guys. Who should we sign? What positions do you think we need to strengthen? Let me know in the comments. So yeah, that's the end of the episode. What we're gonna do is I'll build a formation. We'll get through pre-season. We'll get the squad in the right place where it needs to be for the beginning of the season, and we'll come back and we'll discuss that at that point. So yeah, guys, if you've enjoyed the video, if you've enjoyed the content, please leave a like. Please hit that subscribe button and also the notification bell for the next video. Like I said, my name's Gary. It's been fantastic for you to join us, and yeah, let's just get amongst it.